Hello, you lovely human beings. Welcome back to my channel. This is Nicole, and today I will be talking about my eyesight from when I was a child until now, describing it because I've realized that I tell you guys that I'm blind, but I've never really gone into very much detail about my blindness. So that's what this video will be about. So I am 24 years old and I am legally blind, and I was born with a condition called LCA, or Lebers Congenital Amaurosis, and basically what it is a rare degenerative eye disease of the retina. And for those of you that don't know, the retina is a tissue located in, I guess, like behind your eyes, and it is responsible for light perception and colors and basically seeing. I guess first I'll start talking about objects. So when I was younger, my eyesight was pretty good, I would say. For the most part, I was able to see objects a lot more than I can now. Like, for instance, if there was a table in front of me, I would most likely be able to tell you there's a table in front of me. I didn't really run into very many things because I did have a decent amount of usable eyesight. Like navigating stairs, I never had a problem with navigating stairs. I knew when to step up and down things. I didn't even need to use my cane because I just knew when there was something in front of me. Depth perception, I don't know what my depth perception was like back then. Now it's not the greatest. I know right now if I look down the stairs, I can't really see how far down I'm looking. But in terms of things close to me, I feel like in front of me, I can see how far things are from me. But in terms of up and down, I don't know what that's called. There's a different name for each one, but for looking up and down, I can't really tell the difference now. I'm not really sure what it was like when I was a kid, but I'm assuming that it wasn't bad because I used to be able to navigate on my own pretty well. As for people, I don't think I was ever able to identify faces. I don't know if I ever was. I don't think I was. According to my family, I wasn't. And if I was, they're not sure that I was able to. I knew who people were, but I don't think it's because of their faces. I could recognize shapes of faces, maybe different tones of hair, like dark hair versus light hair, light skin versus dark skin, but I couldn't really identify a face. Like, I couldn't see details well enough. I could probably see someone's eyes, but I can't tell you what color their eyes are. I can't tell you the shape of their eyes, but I could like see things such as like my mom's face. I know my mom's face is round, and I know that my sister Bianca's face is more like an oval. I wouldn't be able to identify who they are. Obviously now, 24 years later, it's even worse. Now I definitely can't identify who they are. It's really weird because sometimes I feel like I know what people look like even without like seeing them, but I don't know. It's very confusing. Like, I can see that my dad's bald, but I can't. It's just mostly because of the shine, but I can't identify who people are. Something that people don't know that they find fascinating is that I was able to see colors as a kid, and I was also able to read large print. The print had to be humongous. I'm gonna show you guys like these cards that I used to use because this is how my dad knew that I was able to read print, is because he had these flashcards and they have Braille on them. They have Braille on them, but they also have print on them, and I was able to see the print on these cards. Like, he would show me the cards and I could read them without even reading the Braille. And he had other types of cards that he would show me and I would be able to see them, so I could read large print. I could see my colors, so I know what all of my colors look like. I used to know how to do the Rubik's Cube without Braille, and I think I put Braille on it when I was about 11 or 12 years old, so I was able to see colors for a long time. I noticed that my colors were going when I was about 16 years old. I had a sweet 16 birthday party. We had a bunch of balloons, and I remember asking people, like, is this blue? Is this pink? And like, I got them right, but it was mostly like guessing. It wasn't confident. So I know that I started to lose my ability to see colors around that time because I had to ask what color things were, and now things look like shades to me. I can't identify colors anymore, and even shades are starting to go out for me. Like if you put a black and a gray shirt next to each other now, I might not be able to tell the difference, versus before I could tell you like this one's lighter and this one's darker. Now they kind of look the same to me. It's really annoying. I miss seeing colors, but it's okay, I'll be fine. Like I mentioned, I used to be able to see print, but I never actually learned print in school. I learned print from my dad, and in school I learned Braille because they knew that my eyesight was gonna go out eventually and I would have to use Braille. The doctor told my parents that I would not be able to see past 5 years old. That's clearly not true because I can still see a little bit. I'll go into more detail about that soon, but I just wanted to show you guys something really cool as a kid that I had that like a lot of blind kids should have and should experience. And it's a tactile book, so you can feel different things, and it also has Braille and print on it so the parent can read it to the kid, and then you can feel the different things on the book. And I used to love these, and this is from a company called Seedlings, and I definitely recommend it if your kid needs some tactile books to help me get around this lovely world as a kid. I used to use these glasses. I don't know how old I was when I had these glasses, but they're really thick lenses and they're really raggedy right now. I'm pretty sure I ran into a play structure and they broke. But I actually did use glasses as a kid until about 12 years old, when I realized like this is BS, they're not even really helping me. But they gave them to me because I have something called nystagmus, which is where my eyes shake. It's not as bad as it used to be when I was a kid, but that's how my parents first noticed that something was wrong, as my eyes were shaking. So these glasses were to kind of help me focus so that I don't have the uncontrollable shaking of my eyes. But I stopped using those when I was 12 years old, and I started using my white cane. I used my white cane from preschool until now, but I very much refused to use my cane until I was well into high school because I didn't really need it. I could see well enough to navigate, and also I was very ashamed of using my cane because I was like, oh, I'm the only person that's using this cane. No one's gonna want to be my friend. No one's gonna like me. And now I have to use my cane or else I can't do anything. And I don't care if people don't like me because I have a cane. If you don't like me because I have a cane, then that's just your loss. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. And now let's talk about dreams. Can blind people see in their dreams? Yes. Well, I can, because I had great vision as a kid. Not really great. My visual acuity was like 20 over like 400 when I was a kid, which is horrible. But now it's probably like 20 over, I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. I was able to see well enough so that I can actually see in my dreams. I can see people, I can see places, objects, like pretty much everything. There's not anything in my dream that I can't see. As a matter of fact, I feel like I can see perfectly in my dreams compared to being awake. I don't know how to explain it because now people will be like, well, someone that you didn't see as a kid, can you see them as an adult? And I'm just like, yeah. I don't know how that works. I have no idea. Maybe my subconscious is not blind, but like my conscious is, because I can still see people. And then I wake up and I'm like, I don't know how to describe what you looked like in my dream, but I could tell you what you look like. I don't know if it's really accurate, but I was able to see you in my dream, and I do everything in my dream. I don't even know if I use a cane in my dream, to be honest. Like now I'm gonna go to sleep and pay attention to see whether I read Braille and use a cane and all of that fun stuff, because I honestly don't think I do. I might, but I don't think I do. So basically, my eyesight was pretty nice as a kid. I was able to see colors, I was able to read large print, I could pretty much do everything. I could ride a bike, I could go swimming. I did a lot of things without assistance, and I eventually lost that. What it's come down to now is I can see light, I can see dark, so the difference between light and dark, shapes, shadows, and outlines. My eyes still shake, so I still have nystagmus. I don't think it's as bad as it was before, probably because my eyes are just losing their muscles, like they're just losing their strength. I noticed that my eyesight was really going bad when I started to think that I was seeing things like shadows, but then I would cover my eye like this, and like I can see dark patches in my light. Like I can't even try to concentrate on the light. I can't even like fully see the light. There's just dark patches and random blurs in my vision. It's not blurry. I do not have blurry vision. People say that a lot. They're like, oh yeah, she sees blurry. And I'm like, no, I don't see blurry. I've never seen blurry. I know what fog looks like, and that's not what my eyesight looks like. So yeah, I've noticed that that's annoying. Supposedly you're supposed to lose your eyesight by 24. I'm 24 years old. I don't think I'm gonna lose my eyesight completely by the time I'm 25, to be completely honest, but you never know. And if it does happen, then that's just what is supposed to happen. It's just meant for me to go completely blind. I have a cane, I can use my cane, I use Braille. It's not like I don't know how to live my life as a blind person, so if it happens, then it happens, but my eyesight is bad, and if I could have my eyesight that I had as a kid, I would gladly accept that. I don't know if I would want like complete surgery for better eyesight, but if I could have what I had as a kid, I would gladly accept that. I was very happy with my eyesight as a kid. Alright, you lovely human beings, I hope you found my eyesight to be very interesting. If anyone else has Lebers Congenital Amaurosis or like retinitis pigmentosa or anything like that, please like explain to me in the comments what your eyesight has been like from a kid to now, because there are 13 different types of Lebers Congenital Amaurosis, and I just want to know if anyone has similar progression as me or any differences. But anyways, please like and share, subscribe, all of that fancy stuff. Let YouTube know that I am somewhat relevant. Please, please, please hit that bell, because you know you do not want to miss my notifications. I hope you enjoyed. I love you guys. Bye.